Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into something fascinating, how we actually measure intelligence, especially for AI. We've been looking at some great stuff from The Economist about, the newest, toughest ways researchers are trying to figure out what AI truly gets.
Absolutely. And our mission here really is to unpack why making a genuinely hard test for AI is, well, so difficult. What are the current methods missing? And maybe what does this whole thing tell us about intelligence itself, both human and artificial?
Okay, so let's kick things off with the current landscape. I mean, there's this huge array of tests out there, right? We see AI models just breezing through things like ImageNet, visual stuff, or general knowledge quizzes, but is that the whole picture?
Yeah, it's interesting. What you find pretty quickly is that a lot of these benchmarks, they're useful, sure, but they often hit one of two snags. Either they become, frankly, too easy for the really advanced AIs, or, and this is crucial, they involve data that's maybe leaked into the training set somehow,
Leech, you mean the AI has sort of seen the answers before?
or variations of them, yeah. Or the models get heavily fine-tuned specifically on versions of these benchmarks, so it can look like deep understanding, when actually it might just be very, very sophisticated pattern matching, not real generalization.
Right. But researchers are pushing back on that, aren't they? Developing new tests. I read about one from Cambridge, this Zeofrosh. Sounds intriguing. It's multimodal, designed to be easy for AI to process the input, but super hard for humans. Wait, no, the other way around.
Yeah, easy for AI to process, but incredibly hard for current AI to solve correctly. Humans might actually find some of the underlying knowledge easier, ironically.
Got it. And this extra credit challenge part, it has things like obscure crossword clues hidden in star images and asking what a man born in Rome was called. That sounds deliberately tricky. And the results were, well, pretty stark initially, right? Top models like GPT-4, Claude 3 Opus, scoring 0.
Zero, exactly. It really makes you stop and think.
Yeah. What does understanding even mean if they score 0 on that kind of creative inferential task?
It perfectly highlights AI's current, let's call it, Achilles heel. Truly grasping context, pulling meaning from implied info, or that kind of abstract imaginative thinking we do without even trying. It's not just about crunching more data. It seems to be a different kind of knowing. These models still struggle with nuance, multiple layers of meaning, subjective stuff.
Okay, so Zeofrosh is like a clever puzzle box showing limitations. But what else is out there? Are there broader approaches trying to gauge, real general intelligence?
Definitely. People work on it. Take ARC-AGI, for example.
Yep.
That benchmark is focused specifically on an AI's ability to learn something new and apply it, not just recall patterns. And the latest version, ARC-AGI 3, is actually hitting human-level performance. That's a big step.
It's human level. Wow.
Yeah. And then there's this idea, maybe more conceptual still, called humanity's last exam. The idea is a test where you could ask an AI basically any question a curious child might ask. Surprisingly hard to design for.
Sounds like we're always chasing that perfect test. But it's not just about the tests themselves, is it? I also came across this weird phenomenon, sandbagging, where researchers might be deliberately downplaying AI performance.
Ah, yes, sandbagging. That's a really interesting and kind of complex point. It
Yeah.
refers to reports, that some researchers might be deliberately degrading AI scores on certain public tests.
Why would they do that?
Well, the motivations could vary. It might not be about hiding flaws necessarily. It could be strategic, maybe managing public hype, trying to influence policymakers, or even just jockeying for position in the very competitive AI race.
Okay.
Because while models are smashing human benchmarks, OpenAI often notes how quickly this happens, that true, adaptable general intelligence with critical thinking, real-world nuance,
Yeah.
that's still the goal.
The frontier.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the sandbagging, if it's happening widely, suggests maybe the perceived progress is even understated sometimes. It adds another layer of complexity to just reading the scores.
So wrapping this up, the big challenge is still moving past just scores, isn't it? Beyond the numbers to what AI actually knows or understands like we do.
You've absolutely hit on the core issue there. And if we zoom out a bit, this whole quest for better AI tests, it isn't just about building smarter AI. It's actually pushing us to redefine what we mean by intelligence in the first place. For machines, sure, but also for ourselves.
That's a great point. So here's something to chew on. As AI keeps getting better, pushing these boundaries, how might our own ideas about what it means to be, smart or well-informed actually change in the future? Makes you wonder.